The Department of Journalism and Communication at Makerere University has been in existence since October 1988. By then, the course was called Mass Communication under the Department of Literature in the Faculty of Arts. In 1995, it was granted autonomy to become a fully fledged department, which was the first of its kind to award degrees in journalism in the whole of East and Central Africa. The department changed the course from a 3 to a 4-year course of study in 2011, incorporating both journalism and communication or public relation aspects. Since then, it has continued to grow with the number of staff and students at the department currently standing at about 25 and 447 respectively.
The uniqueness about the journalism department is that we train people whose job is to check power. Okay? To check power. These are journalists who cover parliament, who cover the executive arm of government, who cover the judiciary. So these are checking power to ensure that the leaders account the people they lead. These are the people we train. 2, we train people who are going to be voice of the voiceless.
When we had 3 years initially, we found that there was a lot the students were kind of missing out on. We made the curriculum richer. Remember, initially we focused on really journalism training, but realized now the media industry was broad, going into communication. So with that injecting in, we found that the 3 years were kind of limited time. So we proposed that we extend it to 4 years. We reviewed the curriculum and we spread it through the 4 years. But again, after we are now reviewing the curriculum, and we find that because of the numbers now, we need probably students to specialize, so that we focus one group who are interested in journalism, have their time in first year. Everybody will do the journalism and communication, they will be introduced to everything. Then second and third year, they will focus into their specialty, either journalism or communication and public relations.
Fixed in a corner at the Faculty of Arts, the department began with a small number of 20 students but has since grown to be an unshakably outstanding department in Makerere University. Over the years, the department has produced notable writers, exceptional and outstanding public relations practitioners, and journalists in the country.
I was at Makerere from 2008 to 2011, being told by the likes of Mugalambi, the likes of Achille Himbazi is no longer there, being told by the likes of Kaija, Nasanga, Politi, many others. Yes. So it was great. The foundation given to me by those lecturers is what I'm still standing on, the principles of journalism. Wherever you go to and you say, I'm Herbert Ziwa, I did mass comm from Makerere University, that is already a key to someone's office. People who went through Makerere University are different from those who went through other universities. One of the things I've learned is to be dynamic. When you're at Makerere, you got an opportunity to learn newspaper writing. You got an opportunity to do radio. You also got an opportunity to do TV. This is what I've done for the past 5 years I've practiced as a journalist.
My name is Hagai Matsko. I'm the investigations editor here at the Independent magazine. I think that the department is already doing great work. I see efforts towards getting journalists who are in newsrooms practicing to come and teach there. I know a number of colleagues who are teaching at the department.
The opportunity to go for Media Lab came through the Department of Mass Communication or Journalism and Communication as is now. So when the opportunity for Media Lab came, I think I was then president Makerere University Journalism and Communication Association, commonly known as MUJICA. So as President MUJICA, then the head of department who was acting, Aaron Mishendezi, requested I identify 10 people who might be interested from their that was awaiting graduation. I think the interaction between students and lecturers improved because when we had just joined as freshers at Makerere, there was an association called the MUMUCA, Makerere University Mass Communication Students Association, which was invisible. So with a group of my colleagues in our second year, we decided to revive the association of journalism students. So we had to, I think we overthrew Mumuka and we formed Mujika. And then the relationship between the lecturers and the students improved. We had tours of various media houses. Some people, like you've seen, got job opportunities. And that bit of Mujika still unites us. I'm still a member of a WhatsApp group called Mujika.
For any journalist, when you go out of the field and you're from Makerere University, it's an opportunity in itself. Before you even introduce yourself or before they ask for what you can do, you know, the fact that you come from Makerere University gives you an edge over others. Besides those reasons that I've given you, Makerere University courses for 4 years, I think it is also important. It gives you an opportunity. Bachelor of Journalism and Communication. You decide to take journalism or communication, but you're exposed to all those two disciplines.
Bachelor of Arts in Journalism and Communication is one of the few arts courses with the highest cut-off points and therefore having highly performing students.
You know that most of the best students aspire to come to Makerere, and journalism has been one of the most competitive courses. Of the applicants, I think an average of between 9 to 15% is only what we can take.
Well, I think a lot is happening in the department, not as fast as it should be, not as much as we should have wanted, but something is being done. If you look at the current curriculum, we are moving more towards practical skills, because the theory does not help you at the end of the day. We want people who can actually go to the field and do something. So most of the courses will try to include that practical aspect. And then there are courses that we have added as well to prepare people for the new media world, including online journalism, multimedia production, and things like that. In the mass communication curriculum, that was not there, because you're producing people who can take photos, who can write scripts, and that is all. But now you need someone who can produce for online. You need people who can do several things. And that is why for people who are majoring in journalism, for example, they cannot major. In our time, you would major in broadcast. So I majored in broadcast journalism, for example, and that was TV and radio. So the newspaper people will do their own things, the photography people will do their own things. But now as you major in journalism, you're grounded in photojournalism, you're doing TV, you're doing radio, you're doing online, you're doing multimedia, you're doing graphics. And that, I think, is helping our students to suit in the new media environment. And actually the feedback we get so far is good. Many people tell you, yeah, your students can do A, B, C, D, they can fall here, they can fall there, and it's an achievement we can be proud about.
The students have showed their might with the outstanding performance they put up to raise the department's flag high, as well as that of the Great Ivory Tower. They've participated in media challenges, competitions and conventions where they have won a considerable number of awards.
Makerere University students, especially those that have come through the journalism school, have actually been relatively very good compared to the other students coming from other universities. We've been fortunate to have quite a number of students here, including pioneer staff who previously had worked in print but later joined us when we started in 2006, and I've been fortunate to work with some of them. It's very clear that the journalism school has quite a good number of students who've done very well, and in the field they've excelled, both in their interview skills, in how audible they are. They write very well when you talk about writing. Ours is a very hands-on job, so you have to learn how to do video editing and audio editing, and that skill has been, they've been quick to adapt to the new technologies we use here at NTV, and so I must say we found very little problems or challenges when dealing with the Makerere University students.
We have like 3-4 of the interns that actually we get to take up every other year. Of the students that are actually coming from Makerere, every year we receive interns, and amongst them we might have like 2, 3, 4 that get to stay every other year. So you could be having among Makerere students here in New Vision that have gone through that same department, many could be around 40, 50 students over time. I think most of you must be doing 4 years, which is very important, because now the 4th year you are more hands-on. You take time to do exactly what should have been done in the training course. By the time you walk into newsroom, you should be able to know how to write pages, you should know how to write a story, you should know how to present on TV or radio station, and you really don't have to be completely green.
My name is Helen Nati Zakawesa, currently working as Assistant Director in the Department of Communication and Public Affairs at the Parliament of Uganda. I've been working here since 2006 when I joined from Makerere University, where at the time I was working as a senior public relations officer in the university. I remember the year that we left A-level to join university is the year that Makerere University started the program of mass communication at Makerere University. We have, as I said, we have different universities which come, and I can safely say when someone comes from Makerere, you can tell this one is a Makerere person, because some of them are good, and you can tell, yes, this is a Makerere person because of the quality of work they do. Makerere is our first love. I've taught there, I've worked there, so really we have attachment to Makerere University. It has good products, yes, and some of the outstanding products that we produced here and even outside.
First, Makerere University students played a very, very big role in building up the monitor. The first journalists who reported from Monica were students of at different levels of their program. And over the years, Monica continued to associate with Makerere in the mass comm department. So you could say in many ways Makerere University students have played a leading role. They have been very outstanding ones in the past. You had, of course, Andrew Mwenda, who was very outstanding in the past. You had Julius Manchukuzi. So we have had Makerere students really standing out. A few lately have done so.
Many different engagements and partnerships, including NORAD, Media Council, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO, New Vision, UBC, among others, have made the department rise to where there is no turning back. The department, together with these partnerships, has been key in providing hands-on training to both undergraduate and master's students. There are 2 computer labs in use and equipment in form of cameras, tripods, recorders, a training radio station, among other journalism training equipment. Professionalism has become an art for journalism students through different trainings and workshops. They have mastered different subjects, from writing reports, covering documentaries, to other public relations and communication aspects in their full form. The department's mission is to provide high-quality and relevant education, training, research and professional development support in journalism and communication in the whole of Africa. However, not all is blissful in the department.
That department is underfunded. This world is moving very fast. I don't know whether your radio is working. For us, it worked for 1 week, and it has never worked. It didn't work again for the last 3 years we were there. For the 3 years we were there.
For some of the students we've had from Makerere, I think we've had fairly good experience. But we think that what could change Makerere students is that there is too much emphasis on the theoretical aspect, which is something that certainly affects you when you join.
Well, first of all, campus FM it has been a nightmare for us. Our frequency was taken away on a conceptual issue. We disagreed with Uganda Communications Commission on the fact that Campus FM was being handled as a commercial radio station when we are a training radio station. We are not making money, but we are being asked to pay fees like any commercial radio station. So as a university, we refused. We started an argument with Uganda Communications Commission. They never understood us because the chemistry lab, the people in the chemistry lab here in the university don't pay fees, do they? Physics lab don't pay. The people in Mulago in the mortuary who use bodies to do their work, they don't pay license. Our radio station is taken in that sense. So why would we pay fees? But as a department, we've decided to go it through public-private partnership. So we are looking at New Vision, to partner with New Vision, but also to partner, that is on for radio, XFM. But also another very prospective partner is actually Uganda Broadcasting Corporation. So we are entering a discussion with UBC for TV and radio as well. Those two, the New Vision and UBC, both are government. We are also government. So it's very easy for us to cooperate. The good thing is that the university gave us space for television and radio. So that is very possible. One of the proposals we have right now is to write parents to say, on guardians, to say those of you who can be able to facilitate, okay, our students with some equipment, a camera, a recorder, or even a laptop, would really appreciate. And then what we do, we provide space. The good news is that the university has more space now. There are two facilities, two teaching facilities. I think you know them. So those teaching facilities, we're engaging the university to provide space where if you have your laptop, but within the department as well. We are going to provide more spaces. When you come with your laptop, we have now wireless on campus. Okay? Optimize that wireless. You come with your laptop and you're able to work.
I'd like to say that Makerere students have excelled when it comes to news gathering. And it's something that you should be proud of. You should not be compromised in any way in the way you report, because your report can either make or break someone. So integrity is something that every young journalist should carry every day. And your integrity is what is going to make you the best journalist that you want to be.
Mine would be to request and actually have the different universities, including our university, pick up this new media as another platform where they should be training a lot of the journalists to pick up new skills. I'm talking about reporting, blogging, I'm talking about social media updates, I'm talking about being able to do the digital journalism, which involves development of apps that can be able to give regular updates on news as it's happening and as it's breaking. So my own would be to encourage universities and Makerere University itself to pick up that as a unit on its own.
At a time when the media and technology trends are expeditiously growing to meet the ever-increasing demands, there are plans to move from a department to a School of Journalism and Media Studies.
Curriculum development is a process that is every 5 years we are supposed to review our curriculum. Those are the requirements of the National Council for Higher Education and the requirements of the university actually. That every 5 years you review curricula because needs industry dynamics change.